So in this video, I'm going to take you through the different kind of actions or tokens that we can add to an email. So the first one I'm going to take you through is how you can actually add a loyalty token or points to an email. Then I'm going to show you how you can link a voucher to an email. And then I'm going to finish up by showing you how you can add a gift card to an email. So let's jump in, and we're going to use the template that we created in the last video to kick things off smoothly. So as I mentioned, we're going to use the template that we just created to kick things off here. So I'm going to navigate to templates, select our default template, and I'm going to use the template as a campaign in this instance, just so you can see how you can send off a one-off email as opposed to doing an automated email. So as you can see, we have our kind of standard structure here. We have our button, and then we have some additional text here. So I'm going to first remove the button, and I'm going to just tweak the content. So as I mentioned in the intro, the first thing I'm going to show you here is how you can add some credits or loyalty points to this email. So I'm going to say, hi, contact first name. We've added 20 points to your account. Redeem these on your next visit or redeem these on your next visit for one of our exclusive rewards. And then see you soon, team lead. And now I've kind of put in the content that I need to here. The only thing that I have left to do is actually configure that action so that we have the loyalty points in there. So I'm going to navigate to actions. The type I'm going to select is credits. Now you also have the option here to select a loyalty token. I recommend that you don't select this. The reason being is that this is going to add points to the customer's account the exact same way as if you use the credits action. But the only difference is that with a loyalty token, there's going to be a button included in your email that redirects your customers to the contact portal where they can claim those loyalty points. But that's just kind of an unnecessary added step. It just adds friction for your customers. So I recommend that you always choose the credits option as opposed to the loyalty token. So we're going to go for credits. We're going to choose the business profile to which this is associated. So in this case, it's going to be the Elite Academy, and I'm going to award them 20 credits. And once you've configured that, you can hit submit. Now I'm going to copy the credits tag here. I'm going to remove that spacer, and I'm going to place some text in here. I'm going to make sure that this text is centralized, and I'm going to replace it with the credit reception token. And now that's all I need to do. If this is how all I want to do is send points to a customer and communicate that via email, I've already done so. All you need to do is then configure the information in terms of the subject, sender profile, etc., which we've already covered. But if your goal is just to add points to an email, you've already done it. So the next thing I'm going to show you is how you can actually add a voucher to this email. So I'm going to, first of all, delete this and go to actions, and I'm going to delete this action for the credits. And now I'm going to select vouchers as the action type. You're going to go to promotion, and then here you select the voucher that you want to be included in the email from the dropdown. So we just have our $5 discount here. As I mentioned in a previous video, you can use an existing unlinked voucher, which just means a voucher that's in your account but hasn't yet been associated to a specific customer or contact. But I'm going to leave this off, and what that means is that every time this email is sent, a new voucher will be generated and associated to the recipient of this email. So I'm going to hit submit, and I'm going to copy the voucher code here. Again, I'm going to drag this, instead of a text, I'm going to actually drag in the voucher component here. I'm just going to tweak the size of the QR code ever so slightly. And then we have our voucher code pasted in there beneath. And now we can just tweak the text to reflect that. So I'm going to say, we've gifted you a $5 discount. Pop into your local Academy location to redeem this voucher. And now we have our voucher beneath, we have the code in there as well, and our signature. So we've already finished adding a voucher to this email as well. So like I said, you can tweak the content, etc., as you would like to. But for the purposes of this video, we're just going to be adding different actions to this email. So we've already done our loyalty points or our credits. This is how you do your voucher. And the final thing I want to show you is gift cards. So I'm going to quickly, again, just remove the voucher associated components from the email. And I'm going to also delete the action. And now you can see we're going to go to action type again. This time we're going to select gift cards. Again, select the associated business profile and the gift card program. And now you just enter the amount of the gift card. So let's say 25, and we're going to hit submit. And now we're going to navigate to content. We're going to select gift card here, and we're going to drag that in. We're going to tweak the size of the QR code, and I'm going to enter the gift card hash there as well. Now, you can include this button as well, whereby your customers can click here to check the balance of their gift card. You can also just as easily remove that if you would like to. Considering this is the first time they're receiving the gift card, maybe you don't need to, but I think it's nice to have it in there anyway, just so they can actually go to that link and ensure that it is an active gift card and double check the balance of it. And then again, we can just tweak the content here to reflect that. So I'm going to say, thanks for joining the Elite Academy, and say, as a valued member, we've added a $25 gift card to your account. And now, just as easily as that, I'm already done. So this gift card is going to be generated as soon as this email is sent out. It's going to be activated based on the settings that you have for that particular gift card. So we've actually gone through all of the different actions that we can do here. So I've taken you through the loyalty points, the voucher, and the gift cards. So the last thing I actually want to point out to you here is just if you're using these tokens as part of a automated email. So I'm going to quickly hit save here just so I don't lose any of my progress. And if you navigate back and we go to our automated emails, you can see I have the default template which we edited earlier, and I'm going to go to edit email. If I want to add any of the actions to this email, so again, we can add a gift card, for example. What you need to make sure of when it is an automated email is that if you're sending a gift card, for example, you then set the category to a gift card recipient email. Similarly, if you're using a voucher, you're going to set it to the voucher recipient email type. And if you're using points, then you're going to use the loyalty token email type. And as long as you've done all of those things, you've configured everything correctly, all of your emails will send to your contacts or your customers completely correctly. You can include all of those tokens, which will dynamically generate as the email sends, and you can make sure that your customer retention and engagement is tip-top at all times.